RDA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And leading them out, an exciting second-year QB out of Liberty. Went through some growing pains as a rookie. Here's Malik Willis.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick of the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 19 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where he really breaks free and climbs a couple of spots.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. The coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
The Jaguars at 2-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
2nd and 10. Lawrence. Complete to Jones. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to...
Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to give it to Ridley. Picked by Kevin Byard. the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. You talk about this Titan defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 22 carries, 111 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the outside has got it.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
He'll complete this one. Okonkwo.
That'll give him 8 that time.
And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Open man is Kirk, complete.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Now Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Lawrence. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 33, here's second down at 7. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Open man, this is Britton Strange, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
11, Agate.
On play action, Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Etienne going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try to run with Etienne. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the point. pretty darn good.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. Here's Willis now off the play fake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, it's Willis. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Willis. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And they run the option on second down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now third down and 7. Willis looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. This is caught. It's Kirk. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. From the 17, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Red on red. Hey, Jupiter.
Now Lawrence to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll take this in the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we hit the halftime break here in Jack. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. 3 yards there to begin the 3rd quarter. They also lead by 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Lawrence. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Hopkins, the man in motion left. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard. But they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 3rd down at 13. Willis looking to throw it. That's to the tight end, Wiley. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been terrific so far. On the return, here's Agnew. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. Back now in Jacksonville.
Hey, Ron!
Now 2nd and 9. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far in his team lead. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by McManus is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Willis and the Titans come to the line now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen able to get him for a loss of about 3.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Etienne up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Willis to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Willis got to have this one. And he is caught. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Now Willis on 1st and 10. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Here we go.
Now Willis.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Willis. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Here we go. This is 4th down. Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
One final try for Willis.
Got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze.